say they sent their children there to get help, and instead they were preyed upon by a volunteer counselor. Now a lawsuit claims a simple background check by the National City Treatment Facility could have prevented it. New at 5, 10 News reporter Vanessa Van Hefty explains why parents say their pleas for help were ignored.
Robert Poizner worked here at Pacific Health Systems as a volunteer. He was convicted of molesting 2 teenage patients. Their parents say this would have never happened had the facility conducted a background check. Robert Poizner was convicted of 24 counts of sex abuse against children. He met his victims here at Pacific Health Systems, a place that treats mental health issues and addiction. Under the guise of a volunteer, he was supposed to be taking teenage boys to AA meetings. Instead, he took them back to his apartment.
And I've seen these predators. It's unbelievable. They know where to go and in which kids they can groom.
Steve Esty is representing one of Poizner's victims, who is now suing PHS for not protecting their young patients.
I mean, these are vulnerable kids, and they're probably at the most vulnerable state, and so they have an obligation to keep the kids safe, and they absolutely failed in this regard.
By law, the facility is required to conduct criminal background screens on anyone working with children. We found Poizner had several prior felony convictions, including burglary and 3 prior Peeping Tom convictions, where a judge ordered him to a year-long sex offender program. According to court documents obtained by 10 News, Poizner offered the boys cigarettes and porn at his apartment, where he gained access and molested 2 of the boys' friends. Esty says the center never supervised Poizner, and when parents raised concerns,
Parents were told to back off. In fact, they called one of the parents a helicopter parent. Quit being a helicopter parent. Let us do our job. They got a feeling of betrayal. They were assured that their kid would get sober. They were never told that they allowed this guy with 3 prior criminal convictions around the children.
we tried numerous times to get answers inside PHS, but were turned away. Richard Poizner was sentenced 75 years to life. The civil suit against Pacific Health Systems gets started next week. In National City, Vanessa Van Hefty, 10 News.